The Roku Streaming Stick 4K and the Google TV Streamer 4K sit at very different price points, but both support 4K, both support Dolby Vision, and both carry every major streaming app. The real question is what the Google TV Streamer adds for the difference and whether what it adds actually changes the way you watch television every day. Most streaming device comparisons at this price gap treat picture quality as a foregone conclusion for the more expensive option. This one does not because the Roku Streaming Stick 4K supports both Dolby Vision and HDR10+, which puts it on equal footing with the Google TV Streamer 4K on the display formats that matter for the majority of premium streaming content. Both devices unlock the richest version of what a compatible television can show you. That is worth saying directly, because buyers assuming the Roku is a visual step down are wrong. Where the Google TV Streamer 4K does go further is in audio. Dolby Atmos pass-through to a compatible soundbar or AV receiver is supported on the streamer, meaning spatial audio arrives at your speakers without compression or downmixing. The Roku Streaming Stick 4K does not pass Dolby Atmos at the same level. For buyers with a Dolby Atmos soundbar, that audio gap is real and audible on content that uses it. For buyers with a standard TV speaker setup, it is invisible. Roku's home screen has one job: get you into an app fast. Every streaming service sits as a tile. No algorithm decides what to surface first. No brand paid to appear at the top. You choose what to open and Roku takes you there. Customers consistently describe it as intuitive and easy to navigate, which reflects a design philosophy that removes friction rather than adding personalization. Long-range Wi-Fi built into the Stick 4K also means this device performs reliably in rooms farther from the router, a practical detail that matters in larger homes where the living room TV is not directly beneath the access point. The Google TV Streamer builds its home screen around what it has learned about the household. Every connected service feeds into a single recommendation engine that surfaces new releases, continued watch lists, and personalized suggestions based on viewing history with separate profiles for each person in the home. The watch list syncs from your phone, your browser, and Google search, so anything you flag anywhere appears on the TV when you sit down. For a household that spends real time deciding what to watch, Google TV removes that decision friction in a way Roku's app grid does not. The experience you prefer is determined by your relationship with recommendation algorithms, not by which is technically superior. The Roku Streaming Stick 4K handles standard streaming tasks cleanly, launching apps, navigating menus, and playback all perform at a level that satisfies the overwhelming majority of viewers. It does not carry significant onboard storage beyond what the operating system and installed apps require, which means buyers who want a large library of apps installed simultaneously may find limits. The Google TV Streamer 4K runs a processor 22% faster than its predecessor with twice the memory and 32 GB of onboard storage. App switching is noticeably smoother under load. Navigation feels immediate even with multiple apps running in the background. And storage capacity means a buyer can install apps without managing what they remove. For a device sitting at the center of a primary living room setup with heavy daily use, that hardware headroom compounds over time. This category separates the devices most clearly for buyers who already use smart home technology. The Roku Streaming Stick 4K supports Alexa and Google Assistant voice commands through compatible setups, but smart home control is not built into the device or its remote at the interface level. You can use voice to search for content and control basic functions, but the home management layer lives elsewhere. The Google TV Streamer 4K has a dedicated home panel accessible directly from the remote. Dim Nest lights, check a Nest doorbell camera, view a security feed without pausing or leaving what you are watching. The customizable remote button opens either a favorite app or the home panel instantly. The lost remote locator makes the remote ring when misplaced. For buyers with Google and Nest smart home devices, the streamer functions as a living room control hub rather than just a media player. The Roku Streaming Stick 4K draws power directly from the television's USB port, no wall outlet. No extra cable. Nothing to search for in a hotel room. It sits completely behind the television, hidden and unobtrusive, and travels in a jacket pocket. For buyers who move frequently, travel with work, or want a streaming device that goes between a bedroom TV and a hotel TV without effort, the Stick 4K's form factor is the right answer. The Google TV Streamer requires its own power adapter and stays home. Edge, Roku Streaming Stick 4K on portability and travel-ready design. Both devices carry every major streaming service. Both cover the full range of free content. Roku through its 500+ free live TV channels, Google TV through 800+ via Pluto TV, Tubi, and similar services. A small number of Google TV users report specific app compatibility issues, a known pattern worth mentioning without overstating. The Roku platform is among the most broadly compatible streaming operating systems available. It works with virtually any app that has a Roku version, and the Roku channel adds free content directly without requiring a third-party app. Both platforms serve the overwhelming majority of viewing needs without gaps. The Roku remote is clean and functional with dedicated service shortcut buttons, volume and power TV control, and voice search. Some customers report reliability issues with the remote after extended use, which surfaces in feedback often enough to flag honestly. The Google TV Streamer remote adds a programmable shortcut button, a ring to find locator for when it disappears into cushions, and Google Assistant that handles smart home commands and general questions beyond media search. For a device used daily in a primary living room, those additions reduce friction in real ways that accumulate over months of use. The Roku Streaming Stick 4K's long-range Wi-Fi receiver is a feature that buyers in larger homes or apartments with challenging router placement will feel immediately and consistently. Signal stability in rooms farther from the router, a spare bedroom, a basement, a far corner of a living space is meaningfully better than standard streaming stick Wi-Fi performance. For buyers who have dealt with buffering and dropout on other streaming devices in difficult Wi-Fi environments, this is a specific and practical advantage that the Google TV Streamer stationary design does not address in the same targeted way. The Google TV Streamer requires an HDMI 2.1 cable for full picture capability sold separately, not included. For buyers who do not already have one, that additional cost is real and should be factored into the overall purchase. The streamer's recommendation engine also requires time and viewing history to become genuinely personalized out of the box. The first week of suggestions is generic rather than tailored. New users should expect a calibration period before the interface starts to feel like it actually knows them. The Google TV Streamer 4K wins this comparison, and the case for it is built on what it adds to the primary living room experience rather than on what the Roku lacks. Faster processor, 32 GB of storage, Dolby Atmos pass-through for compatible audio setups, cross-service personalized content discovery, smart home panel integration, a remote that finds itself when lost, and 800+ free channels. The Google TV Streamer is built for a television that is the center of a household's entertainment setup. At $80 to $95, it is asking for 2 to 3 times the Roku's price, and for the primary TV in a living room where those features get used every day, it earns that ask. The Roku Streaming Stick 4K at $31 to $41 is the correct choice for a clearly defined buyer. Someone who wants Dolby Vision 4K streaming on any TV in the house, travels with their setup, prefers a clean app-grid interface with no recommendation pressure, struggles with Wi-Fi range in their space, or is outfitting a secondary TV where smart home integration and storage capacity are not priorities. At its price, the Roku Streaming Stick 4K over-delivers, and for that buyer, the streamer's extra features are money spent on capabilities that never get used. Both devices are linked in the description below. Check current pricing before you buy, since both fluctuate. If you want more comparison videos, then hit subscribe. This channel is here to protect every purchase you make. The Google TV Streamer wins. Thanks for watching.